Many years ago, heroes on a venture quest had to farm for cool items, which didn't take too long to drop, but they did look really cool, and one place you could go was the Dragon's Lair, where you had the Venom Dragon, the Purple Dragon, the Bronze Dragon, there was Water or Blue Dragons, whatever they were called, and then there were these seriously cool dragons here, and the first thing you wanted to do when you came along and saw these were either get their sword or get their wings. Look at that, I was lucky enough to get the Dark Draconian wings, but that wasn't enough, not for me when I was level 10, I carried on farming, I farmed these monsters for hours on end, and eventually a golden draconian sword will drop. There it is, golden draconian sword. I was so excited when I got these two items, as I'm sure many of you probably were, and you go to equip them just to see the following screen pop up and tell you that you need to spend money and upgrade. But no problem, because I also have a golden draconian sword that I'm gonna equip. Oh hang on, upgrade. Hello and welcome back everyone, so we are here for more nostalgic moments, and it's episode 2 where we're going to be looking back at the not so distant past. Well, it's incredibly distant, 10 or so years ago, but the good old days. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button and of course leave the video with a like, and let's carry on with where we got to. So a very nostalgic looking battle on town, I'm sure, bringing back many memories for many of you. There was never a Rattlebones there as far as I remember, and Zorbak, well actually I do think Zorbak was over there, so we'll go with that one. But one of the most important things was Valencia had this adventure coin shop. This was the shop of shops. Before adventure coin items were literally the only thing in the game, you now have a shop that has all these cool items, 2,500 ACs just for Rolif's hammer, and you have this cool berserker, and you have some helms that look really nice, but also insanely expensive for what they are. But nevertheless, when we eventually in a minute get past that cool looking paladin helm for 2,000 adventure coins, biggest rip-off still in the game slightly, there's some other rip-offs as well, but we'll glance over them. There are some capes for a mere 20 adventure coins, 25 adventure coins, the 3 foxtail. If you didn't have a 3 foxtail at some point, then there's something wrong with you, and I've got high disk usage for some reason. But then if you want those adventure coins, what did you do? You didn't go out and buy them. No, you didn't. Not for 25 adventure coins. You went along to Ballyhoo, who would make you watch an advert for the chance of getting some adventure coins. And what was the advert about? It was about adventure coins. So just to rub it in your face if you don't get it, but you can get boosts, training skills, training classes, and these trailers are so old they haven't changed for donkey's years, but then you get your reward and you get gold. So then you have to watch more of the same advert again. That was what Adventure Quest was all about. But no, something's wrong. I'm using Stonecrusher and Blazebinder class. They are not very old. They're quite old, but not old enough. We need a good old-fashioned Adventure Quest class, and for this, it is the ever-traditional Ninja class. Non-member, I think you had to unlock the shop, can't remember, but only 15,000 gold. So let's begin on the rep farming for it. We won't rep farm for very long, we'll kill these 3 monsters here, and no word of a lie, I will get just 1% on my rep bar. Don't worry, back in the day rep used to go up a lot quicker, it's just these monsters are far too easy for my level. Anyway, we can now move on again. So if you did not come to the forest at some point, then something is seriously wrong, or if you've never been here and have no idea what the boss Zardman is, he's just a really nostalgic boss that I had to mention. But if you talking about bosses, then you must have come along and defeat the Red Dragon. Yes, you've probably done it recently, but back in the day, this was the hardest boss in the game, and if you want to defeat him, you would need at least 3 other players, maybe even 4. You'd have to run out of the room, run back in, heal. If you have not run out of the room on someone to heal and let them die, then you have not played Adventure Quest. Again, we are along at Noobshire, where we have sort of an hawk trainer to go and kill. You've probably killed him many times, and the little hawks around there. And there's a wisteria at Guru Forest, but don't worry, that's not the reason I brought you here. It's for this cute little trouble. Of course, this is from the original Adventure Quest, if you ever played that one. That's even older. But that brings me on to a very important point. Pets. Pets back in the day. You come along to the shop, you think, oh yes, I'm going to go in there right now and buy a pet. But what is this? Everything is member. Back in the day, there was no such thing as a pet. that was non-member. Eventually they added one in, but that was it. But then when you just think it can't get any worse, there is something else to do with memberships, and that is you can't just travel anywhere. No, if you want to go down to the Shallows or the Clubhouse, member.